Hi everyone and welcome back. This is the painting video of the SH Studio 1/60th Gundam Sandrock Custom Endless Waltz resin kit. As per all resin kits, you want to give it a wash before painting. I'm just using generic kitchen cleaner degreaser here. Make sure you give it a good brush as well, and if the temperature is really cold, you might want to warm the cleaner up too. Next, I'm scribing the panel gaps in the finger joints. SX Studio is like that sometimes, where they don't give you panel lines in strange places. Normally you'll get away without scribing the fingers, but that's only because they are normally dark grey in colour. But what I really like about the Endless Waltz suits is the hands are all white. And next up is the usual sanding and priming, which I didn't show a lot here. If you want me to go into details about that, stay tuned for the Ksatria videos, which are coming out next, because I need to do a whole lot of sanding there. Overall, painting this kit was actually quite simple. I was just basically following the sample photos in the book, although some of the photos are a bit dark, so it's hard to see which color is which. And I've also mentioned in the previous video that there aren't enough photos for the custom version. It is mainly just the normal Sandrock. I did 3 shades of violets, 5 shades of white and grey, and 2 shades of dark blue. The mixes are in the description. What I found a bit difficult to work with was the little tolerance there is with the parts, meaning a lot of parts will just easily scratch if you move them, and there are a lot of moving part gimmicks in this kit, which I'm not a big fan of. It just makes the kit more fragile and loose. But the main issue is actually the balance. It is able to stand on its own, but the plastic joints in the knees are just not strong enough, which means that the knees bend really easily, and that means it would fall very easily too. So I basically just glued the moving parts in the knees so that they don't actually move. And I'll be much happier if heavier resin kits come with a single solid knee part that doesn't move, or in the very least a swappable orientation, kinda like, you know, action hands but knees. Because 99% of the people who spend months working on, you know, sanding and painting it will not be posing it. So it will most likely just be in a normal standing pose anyway. The other thing I don't like is SX Studio has been putting out new kits left, right and center that I feel the overall quality has suffered a bit. Overall, the casting, manual and fitting are all very good, but it feels like they spent the minimum amount of time possible on this kit and then moved on. So for example, the calves have got a little bit of an empty space that's exposed, and I think that's because the leg frame is just a copy and paste job from their previous Heavy Arms Gundam. And the worst case is the decals. I've mentioned in the previous video that there's no correct labels for the custom version, which has the number 2 in this serial. And also they're so lazy that the decals for the left and right sides are literally just mirror flipped, including the freaking text. You know, I wouldn't be so picky normally, but I've said it many times that their kits have gotten really expensive, and for that price I think they should come with extra care with the product. But for the positives, first is the looks. You know, their kits always look very good, and it's just the right amount of details without going full-blown a redesign. And the cloth for the anti-beam cloak looks fantastic, although putting the shoulder parts on afterwards is basically impossible. You basically have to just blindly try to find the slots that goes into the shoulder, and you need to remove the backpack in order to fit the cloak on. But yeah, this was a commission job, so thank you Albert for keeping me busy. If you liked this video, please leave a like and share it. Stay tuned for the next video, which will be about the 1/72nd Ksatria. It will have a lot of customization and I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you are too. So see you in the next one.